Right, that should do. Hello. I just tried to show you the interior insulation here that I've done and the woodwork around it, but it didn't work out very well. So, whatever, eh? Yesterday's video, whatever it was called, Flagellum, you know what's going to follow today. It's just what you think it's going to be. It is what it is. Your prediction is correct. Just to tell you that flagellum creature that I invented yesterday might have been invented 1 billion years ago, 5 billion years ago, or yesterday, whatever. But if it was 5 billion years ago, since, and this is kind of what we call history, it was invented 5 billion years ago. Invented's horrible, isn't it? And nothing else has happened since. Nothing. Well, how can I say this? It's just that nothing magic has happened in the last 5 billion years. You can say that the invention of biological calculators that communicate with each other is magic, but if you understand chemistry and your evolution is quite strong, it's not that magic. It's all very explicable. But what I'm saying is there's no magic's happened between, let's say that was 2 billion years ago, and now me talking on the interwebs. No magic's happened, and I'm still a flagellum. I'm the same thing. I'm just made up of calculators that are totally and utterly dumb, and it comes up with what could be called an intelligent output. But all the creators of that intelligent output are dumb. Totally dumb. As dumb as your plastic calculator. Right, okay. I did think of another way of saying it. You know, there's this thing about 1 million monkeys bashing on 1 million typewriters over 1 million years won't be able to type Shakespeare or something. Something like that. That's kind of how it's happened. This is kind of a basic explainer of evolution for, that sounds right, that the monkeys won't accidentally bash out Shakespeare. They won't. But one of my favourite things I read on this, and I've remembered, and I can't, is that what's the advantage of a beetle becoming 0.1% more like a piece of shit, dung? It's on its way to being a dung beetle, but what's the advantage of being just slightly like dung? And obviously when you're a dung beetle, you look like dung, so you don't get eaten or something. But on your way, what's the advantage? But it's the same question. What's the use of having an eye that's 0.1% an eye? In other words, it just doesn't do the job at all. It's because of you get these little, evolution gives you boosts. It gives you advantages if you survive. Or you could say that survival's the game. And each little interaction with the world, even if you've got let's say a 0.1% looking like a turd, or 0.1% of an eye, could give you a 0.1% chance of surviving. Therefore, over great amounts of time, it works. And the ones with 0.1 then become 0.2. Is it 0.2? Is that going in the right direction? Yes, it is. Getting on for building up to being 1% of looking like a turd, or 1% of a working eye. Like the human eye is grotesquely badly designed, but that doesn't matter. It's what it is now, and it's more of an advantage to have it. And I don't need to tell you evolution, do I? The monkeys, the thing is that they're not going to bash out, now is the winter of our discontent, made glorious summer by this son of York, ba 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 ba. But if it hits an N and is given a grape or a raisin, then there's more chance next time it'll hit an N next time and then go random. But if it hits an O next time and it gets a grape for hitting NO, it's on its way to going, now is the winter of our discontent made glorious summer by the son of York, and all the clouds that lord upon his house are in the deep bosom of the ocean buried. His victorious arms hung up for monuments, his bruised arms hung up for monuments, his crowned wreaths, etc., whatever it is. Where am I going? So, establish. Nothing magical has happened in the last 5 billion years. We've got these chemical interactions, and that's the basis of it all, that when a chemical thing meets another chemical thing, there is a very, dependent on the chemicals, there is a very predictable outcome. That is the basis of it all. That's the basis of your biological calculator. That's actually probably the basis of an actual calculator, a silicon one as opposed to a biological one, a carbon-based one. Establish. Nothing magic has happened in the last 5 billion years. It's all, you are just as ignorant as the flagellum creature. It is just seen that you do such intelligent things now. But this, when I say you understand nothing, that's what I'm talking about. Because you are calculators that understand nothing. So from yesterday, you look at it from this side, it's a bag of calculators. The flagellums was 3 calculators, and they're just binary things. You're a bag of more calculators, and they can do bigger numbers. Looking at from this point of view, obviously you, looking at what you actually really are, is total ignorance. There's no intelligence there at all. It's a bag of calculators, right? That's the fact, right? Now we look at it from this point of view, like the flagellum creature that is very dedicated to getting into the sun, and when it gets to the sun, it basks in the sun until the sun goes away, and then it goes and finds the sun again, and it's an intelligent creature because it does this. It's all those descriptions, like of us, that we're jealous and get angry, or are particularly intelligent or thick, or whatever it might be. These are just externally descriptions of the outputs of this total and utter ignorance. I think I should leave it there. I've seen what the next video is. Yeah. So what we actually are is 100% ignorant. Chemicals consistently reacting in consistent ways with each other that doesn't do a completely consistent output, because there's so many of them, these chemical reactions going on, that there's going to be slightly different inputs and slightly different outputs. But you are just chemical reactions. Calculators. Blind monkeys hitting on a typewriter. Anything you want. But you can be absolutely assured that there's no intelligence in here at all. I'll leave it there. Time. Good. 10-minute video. We like 10-minute videos, eh? Standard YouTube 10-minute videos. Yeah, good, because I can't think about end to it. Just repeat. You're thick as pig shit.